See, this is one of those times that makes my just on its own. My judo chop in hand just comes out and starts swinging. This is from Reuters just few days ago. Opioids no better than ibuprofen for chronic back or arthritis pain. Acetaminophen, ibuprofen, and other non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs are better than opioids at easing the intensity of chronic pain in the back, knees, or hips, a U.S. experiment suggests. And opioids are no better than these drugs at reducing how much pain interferes with daily activities like walking, working, sleeping, or enjoying life, researchers report in JAMA Online March 6th. We already knew opioids were more dangerous than other treatment options because they put people at risk for accidental death and addiction, said lead study author Aaron Krebs of the Minneapolis VA healthcare system and the University of Minnesota. The study shows that extra risk doesn't come with any extra benefit, she said by email. So when you see that headline, drug companies flooded West Virginia town of 2,900 with 20.8 million pain pills. See, these are acts of war to me. And then you got these clowns, CDC, U.S. opioid crisis getting worse. We have an emergency on our hands. Or this down here. These numbers are outrageous, and we will get to the bottom of how this destruction was able to be unleashed across West Virginia, the House Energy and Commerce Committee Chairman Greg Walden and Ranking Member Frank Pallone said in a joint statement. So you clowns apparently just didn't see this coming, and now you don't even know what to do. While you sat there and allowed all these millions of pain pills to be flooded completely anywhere and everywhere to just about any age, and they were no better than the stuff you can just go out and get a no prescription, just Tylenol. See, this is an act of war to me, because there's no real explanation for it. I think it's disrespectful to the people whose lives have been ruined, and to the people who have lost friends and family members to this stuff, whether they're still here or not, because you can lose somebody when they're still here. I know a lot of people who are not. I work with a guy in particular. Dude's nuts, and he's lost everything because of this stuff. And I think it's disrespectful to just blatantly say that these people are they're just that dumb, and they didn't see it coming. You know, these CDC and our great government corporation. I really do. I really think it's disrespectful to that, because to me it's a cowardly way of not wanting to address an issue that needs to be addressed. It's crazy. But, it's just nuts to me. I don't know. That's how you know something's going on around here. Right? That's how you know something's going on, man. Mind control. Scientific fact, too, right? We only use 10% of our brains. Must be. Because I feel like we'd be a lot more, I don't know, active, productive, if we used more, maybe? I mean, there's gotta be a reason why this video, and I don't give a shit about this video, these headlines themselves, gotta be a reason why I come out here and read these headlines. This video will get about 400 views. There'll be a lot of really awesome comments and people will get it. There'll be a couple thumbs down because, I guess, I don't know, not sure, but and I just think that's messed up, because everybody should be talking about these headlines, because we're all affected by it. I know everyone's got to know someone. They have to. I know way too many people. And when you're seeing numbers like this, Everyone knows someone that's been affected by this. All right. Thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks for listening to my rant a little bit here. And yeah, I want to be like, I'm not trying to I don't know. I'm not trying to be downer or anything or anything like that. This is just because I kind of feel that tone, and I'm just at a loss. This, and you're trying to make, sense out of a nonsensical world, and I understand that, but man, it's just, I do on a level understand why people put this out of their head and then they just keep on going, because it's kind of what that's kind of what I have to do a lot of the times, if not at least most of the time, is you kind of like some of this stuff, you can't sit and think about, because I don't know. I think it'll prompt a reaction that it's not the right reaction. It's not. And I think people out there that keep themselves together should be patting themselves on the back, because I feel like you got to have a lot of patience these days. So, especially when you look at like the Florida shooting, right? And the cops for a decade supposedly, all sorts of threats this kid made, but he was allowed to walk every time. He even pointed a gun at someone's head at one point, and he was allowed to walk away anyway. No arrests were made. And then he supposedly shot up a school while the one armed guard took off running. And then when the police showed up, they stood there and did nothing. And then what they did is that the security guard who was the one armed guard there at the school, they guarded his house with 6 cops after that, so people couldn't talk to him and say, hey, why'd you take off running? There was one armed guard at the school. There were 6 for this guy who didn't do his job, who's got fired, but is going to be able to keep his retirement package and all that stuff. Keep all of his benefits, regardless of whether or not they're going to be taken from him in the future because of an economic thing. Regardless, the fact of the matter is, he lost his job, but he kept his benefits. See, something real weird going on here. There's no way around it. Something real weird going on here.